If I had to choose which Need for Speed was my favorite in the series, it had to be Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010, as I played this game alongside with games like Blur and Split Second, where I play in an internet cafe like a decade ago. And now, fast forward to today where I can finally play this game, but this time in a remastered form. And well, let's just say I am happy that this game is always that good, just like how I remembered.
Yeah, boy.
In this game discussion video, I want to talk about my experience with Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 and why I love this game so much, just like many that do like this game too. So, without further ado, let's begin. I have not played it properly before.
You what?
I did try to progress through the career though, but around the time, I didn't know how to control a car from a turn or a drift. I was a dumb kid back then, okay? However, nowadays, since I got my setup and a controller that's in my hands, it felt more natural to me to play a game that requires me to pick up the controller. And Need for Speed Hot Pursuit is really that game I got a lot of use, just like others that I played. The handling and the physics is so good at this game that I think I knew about the Break to Drift, or BTD for short, in Criterion Games' Pure Arcade Racer series by the name of Burnout. Oh, and Black as well, which is basically the Burnout of first-person shooters. Needed to add that in, even though that it was not supposed to be in a video, but who knows. It felt so fast, blazing through 200 to 300 miles per hour through Seacrest County, as over 80 plus cars, which includes DLC cars, are handled differently and fun to drive on. The cars are heavy and it will give such feedback if you want to go faster, and it never overdrifts you in this game unlike modern racing games do. I'm looking at you, Payback. With short and long curved corners can make the racing of the game a lot more intense, especially for the AI racers, which it will give you more of a challenge if you want to go for the first place position. Even if you took them out with a spike strip or they crash themselves, they'll still catch up to you. But that is where you had to be careful not to crash, because one single mistake and it may punish you. But not all hope is lost though, since you can catch up to them if you are faster or they got in trouble by crashing into traffic or roadblocks. You can even use power-ups like EMP to shock them and even bring on a helicopter to drop a spike strip on them, which is only included in the cops section. I mean, heck, it's also fun to wreck racers or cops without power-ups. Can feel satisfying to hit. In short, I really love the racing in Hot Pursuit. It made something that current Need for Speed titles didn't or rarely achieve. It's fun, challenging, and rewarding that I believe the racing and intensity is the main parts of the game in my opinion. And it carries that fundamental with the main campaign. You can choose a region that Seacrest County has in store. You can pick a race or event, choose a car, and you're off. Simple, yet effective. With no story or live service limited time modes, it's just a pick up and play progression that really works. And the best part, after you finish an event, you can unlock more cars and events as you keep playing the game. I know there's some events that tear my hair up, but outside of that, the campaign is really good to progress.
Man, this feels good.
About the modes, I'm only highlighting ones that are my favorite, since if I talk all modes, then to be honest, I'll be here pretty much all day. The Hot Pursuit mode is the first I want to say, and it's my first favorites. It's basically a race mode with cops and power-ups, and as a racer, you make sure you're in the lead all the way to the end without being busted by the cops. It's absolutely fun since I lived and breathed to the endless chaos that this mode offers. Even the cops mode of Hot Pursuit is really fun, where you, as the police, try to stop other racers by wrecking every one of them in the track by using pursuit tech and of course, ramming into them.
Yes! Yes!
Dual races is just a one-on-one battle to see who makes it first. You pick which one of these two cars you drive on and race against the other driver, which I'll say it's a really awesome time. And finally, the fourth and final mode of mine is Gauntlet, which is just a time trial event, but this time you being chased by the cops. It's all about getting the best time as fast as possible without being taken out by the police. That's just only 4 of my favorite modes, and I'm really still scratching the surface because it's still so damn fun. I may not talk about the online multiplayer mode since everything is focused on the single player campaign, so I believe the last thing I have to say really quick is the visuals and sounds. I just love the atmosphere of Seacrest County. From the mountains, the beaches, the snows, and more, everything about it just breezes so well, even though you hear the echoing sounds of the cars, which we'll get into the car sounds later in this video.
I got you, homie.
Speaking of cars, the model designs of the cars look great and add a lot of polish into it. Although I'm playing the remastered version and it looked the same from the original, but it's okay if I got it for the first time considering this is the most recent and best version if I didn't own the original before, despite of me playing it on an internet cafe though. Now the soundtrack. Although I don't want to play one since it's all copyrighted music, it may not be my thing outside of some songs I do like the most, like Edge of the Earth and Bomb Shock, so I can always put on my own soundtrack of songs I do have, but I cannot deny that the Hot Pursuit 2010 soundtrack fits the vibe of the game perfectly. And finally, the car sounds are really great since it all sounded so differently, yet very powerful and sensory overload that you can give a listen on how it sounds on each car. In conclusion, as of right now, I have over 27 hours of playtime in this game, and it might go higher by the time I finish the campaign of the racers and cops. Yet I barely scratched the surface on how it felt great the racing is. My experience with Hot Pursuit 2010 is really awesome and intense, and if it doesn't get you excited to give it a shot, I don't know what to tell you. It has that pure arcade racing action for everyone who are fans of Need for Speed, racing games, and even those who rarely touch the genre in a while. Despite the graphics in the remaster still look the same from the original, and it's not all perfect, I must say, it does have some sheer flaws, I can still recommend this game more than enough, as it became a reason why I really love this game so much and it became one of my favorite Need for Speed games of all time.